Hello everyone. My name is Giri Chandra and today I'm here to explain about Duolingo and how is it useful for us. Duolingo is one of the software that helps us to learn different types of languages. Duolingo can be installed in iOS devices, Android devices and Windows as well. So most exciting fact of this application is it is free. So here, as you can see the screen, this is home page of Duolingo app, and here you have a login button. If you click it, you can see that you can join the Duolingo application with the Google account, or you can sign in with the Facebook, or you can create an email and password for it. And here, there's a sight language, which is a special feature that Duolingo provides you to go on through the app. So here there are the different types of languages that they provide, which is helpful to follow through on the app. And here I'm comfortable in English, so my sight language is English. So if you're comfortable in Italiano, you click Italiano, or if you're comfortable in Dutch, you can click Dutch or Portuguese or any language. So if you scroll down a little bit, here you can see different types of languages that are displaying on the page, say Portuguese, Dutch, Irish, Swedish, Russian, Polish, and Japanese, Chinese. There are a lot many languages to learn here. And Duolingo is a very fun and addictive app that you can learn the language very easily. So here, the Duolingo provides you a type of games, different types of games that you can learn the language very fast. So here you have features like you can read, you can listen and speak, and you can record different types of activities during your learning process. And here the gamification contains the streak count, where you can record your progression, your track, the details, and how many days you can learn it in the language. And hearts is like life, so if you lose one heart, you lose a life, and you lose all the hearts, you start again. So this is how it makes it exciting to learn with Duolingo. And there's a grading process as well, so it says good, bad, or average, or very good, or excellent if you finish a language. And here, as I said earlier, it is available in iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. You can download it in Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. And here, for the schools, the Duolingo is the most popular app, which is available in the classrooms. The thousands of teachers and professors that use Duolingo to enhance their skills in different languages. So, as we go on, just click Get Started. You can go on into the app as a guest. So here, it displays the different types of languages. So these are a few languages that they provide initially. And you can click one of the language. Let's say you want to learn Spanish. So just click on Spanish. The next window will give you a choice that you can set your goals day by day. So here the casual means you'll get to learn 5 minutes every 5 minutes for 5 minutes a day, and for regular you can learn 10 minutes a day. And if you're serious about it, you want to learn that language at any cost, you'll be learning it 15 minutes per day. And if you're more into it, you can go insane, which is 20 minutes per day. So you can set any goal you want. So let's choose 10 minutes per day, which is a regular normal goal setting. So just click on set goal. And here it will ask again whether you want to continue with Facebook or the Google account, or you want to continue as a guest. So the choice is, you can just select any choice. So let's go as a guest. So click not now. And now here, this window will give you the entry to the Duolingo application. So you have selected the Spanish language, and now here it says if you're new to Spanish, you have to start from the basics, right? And if you already know some Spanish words, or you have been exposed to a Spanish language earlier, you can try this by writing a test right away. So as I'm new to Spanish, I'll get starting with the basics. And here, now we have started the learning process with the Duolingo. So here the first question is, select the word for the man. So below the question, there are few images with the words below them. And here you can see there's a woman, there's a man, and there's a kid. So if you just click on this,
La mujer,
you can hear the voice and how the word is pronounced.
el hombre, el niño,
There you go. So if you want to try these words, just go on with me, click on the image, repeat after the pronunciation.
la mujer,
La mujer,
el hombre,
el hombre,
el niño,
el niño. So this is how a woman, a man, the kid were called. So here, as you can see the image, you can see clearly the man, and he's called as el hombre. So this is how you know that a man is called as el hombre in Spanish. So just click
el
it
hombre,
and try clicking check. And there you go, you're correct. So this Duolingo is great because it makes people to get familiar with the words and the images, and then it tests you later. So here now the second one is select the word for the girl. So here again you can see the man, a woman, and a kid. So again we go with the same process. Just click on the image.
el hombre,
El hombre,
la mujer,
la mujer,
la niña,
la niña. So here, as you can see the girl, you can select the third option, right? So since the first two are like a man and a woman, and the third picture is the girl, you have to select the girl and go. Yep, you're correct. Now you know that a girl is called as la niña in Spanish. So you continue.
la niña,
So here, write this in English. So here, earlier you saw la niña is the girl. So here it says a hint that remember that you can always hover over the words to see what they mean. So if you're trying it the first time and if you're confused, you can just hover over the word
la,
and it can pronounce you and it will show you the hints.
niña,
There you go. So it says
la,
the
niña,
girl. So I wrote the girl. And now go and check it. There you go, you're right. So let's continue to the next session. So here, it again gives you the same process. Select the word for the woman. And as you can see in the images, you can go with the first option.
la mujer,
Mujer. And if you want to try the options, you can go on clicking on it.
la niña, el niño,
There you go. So since it's asked for the woman, just
la
try.
mujer,
Now here, you know the woman is called as la mujer in Spanish. There you go, you're right. Then you go next. And here is the word for the boy. So click on the images and you know how it's pronounced and what it is.
el niño,
El niño is how they call the boy in Spanish.
la niña,
And la niña is how they call a girl in Spanish.
la mujer,
La mujer is how they call the woman in Spanish. So since it asks for the boy, Click on the
El
first
niño.
image and check it. There you go.
El niño. La niña.
So it's again asked you to write in English. So there's always an option here to skip this question. So just skip it. And there you go, it shows the boy, the girl. And you continue in here.
Yo soy un hombre.
So this is where it gets a little harder for this part. So it says, write this in English. Since you don't know the first three words and you know the last word, the man. So here, since you don't have any hints or any thoughts that what it say yo soy just hover on the words and get to know what it is.
Yo
So that means I
soy
am
un
a
hombre.
man. So type it in and check it. There you go, you're right. So now you get to know that yo soy un hombre is I am a man.
El niño. La niña.
So here again it says el niño, la niña. So you have to type this in English. So you know that niño is a boy and niña is a girl. So you have to know the difference between the two articles, that el and la. So it says el niño. So hover on it if you don't know, and if you know, you can just go on with the test.
El.
It says the. So here just type it in, the boy space the girl, and check it in. There you go, you're right, and you can continue. So this is where the gamification starts. So you have earned a 10 XP and you have completed the first lesson. So you have two options in here. There you go. You can see that you have been 7% fluent in Spanish. And if you want to try to go on to the next phase, just click continue. Or if you want to review the lesson which you have gone through right now, you can click it, review lesson. So here's your scoreboard that about the questions which you have got right and which you have got wrong. So now it says click the tiles below to reveal the solutions. So again, you can go on and review the lessons that what the English Spanish words mean. So you can select a tile, and here it says your response is el hombre and correct response is el hombre. So you're right. So these cards are all that you got right, and this one is wrong. So if you click on it, it says your response was skipped because you have select a skip option. You don't want to attempt the question and you have skipped. Anyways, it gives the correct response as the boy, the girl. So this is how the Duolingo is helpful in reviewing your lessons, and you can go back and learn the word again and again. Okay, now we'll go further into the application. Continue, and here it asks you, it says to create a profile in the app so that you can learn more. So right now we'll just go for it. There you are. So here it says basics 1. So this is a phase 1, and the basics 1 has 3 lessons in it. So here it gives tips and notes in the English that you can read and learn, and you can go through it again. It also gives you how to pronounce the accent of Spanish and how you refer to a second person in English and Spanish, and how to use the verbs in Spanish. There you go. So here you have a few buttons displaying up here: home, discussion, and labs, and create profile, test out, redoing the old lesson, and you can start the new lesson. So if you go to discussions in here, so here there are a few people talking about the app, so that got more comments, and we're seeing more often typing the Spanish words in the comments, so that they're saying they learn it. And here you have a section, different types of sections for each language. The few people has given a few comments of it, right? Here you can see new comments that came up, and the top of all time, right? And now we go to home page again. So in the home page, since you have completed the first lesson, the Spanish language, here it says your Spanish skill is that you are level 1 and you have finished the basics one of the 3 lessons. And here, if you can scroll down, you can see there are phrases that you are about to learn. There are some more basics, like basics 2, and it has 4 lessons in it. And you're going to learn about food and Spanish words. And then after that, you're going to learn about animals and how they were pronounced and how they were used in sentences in Spanish. And then about the possessions and treasuries. So these 6 are the basic skills that you want to learn in Spanish. So, and you can, anytime you can test out those 6 skills which you have learned, and you can redo it again and again. If you're comfortable in it, you can go for the further phases like clothing, questions, and this is how it becomes difficult and difficult as you learn the language. And finally, you're going to grow a lot of skills in Spanish language so that you can test your skills simultaneously. So these are all the skills that are provided by the Duolingo for us. And here on the right side panels, there are your fluency, the goals you have set for daily or weekly or whatever you're comfortable in. And here again, it gives you option to save your profile, that you can sign in or you can create a profile on your own. And then you can follow Duolingo through Twitter, through Facebook, and through Google. So here, the daily goals, you can change it if you want to, anywhere, anytime during the application. So here, again, if you click on the settings button, it says to choose the goal that was set for the day. So here you have a basic, which is 1 XP per day, casual is 10 XP per day, regular is 20 XP, and serious insane goes on. And on the right side panel, you can see learning language. So you click on it, see you're learning Spanish language, right? And if you click on it, there you go. There are a lot of options that are displayed that you can change the language anytime you want. And if you want to see what are all the courses in the languages, click on it and you'll be displayed some more. So here, if you go for the Spanish, it says learning. Since you have finished the first lesson, it is in progress. And you have French, your German, Portuguese, and Russian, and many more. And here, in the top bottom right corner, you can see that the number of people that are learning these languages through Duolingo. So here, Italian was been learning by 26.1 million learners, and Portuguese was learned by like 10.8 million learners. and so on. So okay, now click on Spanish, and here it says about the course. So the Spanish is spoken in 21 countries, and it has a beautiful architecture, there are a lot of different cultures, and it says it is one of the most important languages in the Western Hemisphere and third most spoken language in the world. So Duolingo is providing these languages free for us to grow our language skills. And here below here you can see that a few people were contributing themselves for the course by uploading different words, different sentences, and many more. Okay, you can go back anytime and we can go home. And here if you click on the shop button, it says you can buy some power-ups, bonus skills, and more by creating a profile. So right now we don't want that, so I'll leave the shop. Okay, we go on for the next lesson and see how it goes. Let me start it. Now it says select the word for apple. So as we have learned from the first lesson, it says woman is a la mujer. Okay, we call the boy as el niño, and apple, let's see how we spell it in Spanish.
La manzana.
So it says la manzana. So now you know that an apple is called as la manzana in Spanish. There you go.
Usted come manzanas.
So here it gives a word
Come.
for us. So you know the last word, which is known as apples, like manzanas was apples, and you don't know the first two words, so you can just hover on this thing
Usted.
and you said you. Usted is you, and
Come.
come is eat. So now you can write it as you eat apples. You can check it. There you go. So now you came to know that usted is you, and come is eat, and manzanas is apples.
Usted es un hombre.
So this is the next sentence that Duolingo provides us to learn the Spanish word. Now you know usted is you and hombre is the man. So what is the two words that are in between the you and the man? So let's hover it.
Es.
So is and
Un.
So this is called, you can refer it to as is, a, or one, or an as well.
Usted.
So you are, now usted as you are a man. If you want to check it, there you are. So now the Duolingo wants us to write the Spanish word. So let's see. It says write the apple in Spanish. So how are you gonna do now? Is type in Spanish. So it says el or la. As from the earlier exercise, you know that the apple is la manzanas, right? So you click on la and type it in. The manzanas, and you check it out. So here, this is how the Duolingo is helpful. See, you're missing out the syllables up here. So it says use the plural manzanas here instead of the singular manzana. So it can correct you whenever you wrong thing, that since you said La manzanas is the apple, and here it says the apple, and you shouldn't spell the plural one, right?
Él es un niño.
So L is in niño. Is niño, you know that it's a girl. So let's hold on the words which you don't know.
Él.
So he, his, or does he, can question that, and him.
Es.
And here you go.
Un.
So these two mean the same words.
Es.
S is like is, and un is also is. So he is a boy, right? Just click enter and you know you're correct. And then continue.
Ella es una niña.
So now it gives a different word again, and you can see if you observe here, it shows a volume button, and if you click on this, you can hear the word again.
Ella es una niña.
If you understand it and if you know what it is, or if you want to try it, just type it in. And it says you were correct or whether you're wrong, and it gives you the answer. So here, I don't know what is Ella means, so I'll hold on it and I know what it is.
Ella.
She's or she. So by this, I can interpret that she is a girl. So I'll try that and there you go. So now you know that ES means is, una means a, and Nina is a girl.
Tú eres un hombre.
Okay, now you know you have only a clue about hombre, which is a man in Spanish. But you don't know about the first two words which it was displaying. So hold on the word and know it, and you can type it in.
Tú.
So it's tú. Tú means you or do you. So you can use it for questioning them, or you can use it like a phrase.
Eres.
So are you? You're questioning him here right now.
Un.
A. So
Tú.
it says you are a man. There you go. So now you get to learn a sentence a bit by bit. So again it says write the apple in Spanish. So as you said, just click out in la, which is the, and apple is manzana. And there you go. And here it says that you have completed for the lesson for this day. So here under, if you can see below the big circle, you have some alphabets, right? So this is a weekly lesson. So it says Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, and Friday. So for each day you get some XP, and you can go through the application. And here it says now you are a 9% fluent in Spanish. So earlier you were 7%, and now you are 9%. So by the end of this course, you have to set the goal that you have to be 100% fluent in Spanish, right? And again, it often says to create a profile, because it doesn't want you to now lose your progress and start from the beginning. So it's better to create a profile and save your progress throughout the course, or else you can just create the profile later if you wish to continue this for the whole day. Okay, so again you come back to the home page, the same page where you can see that how many lessons you have done and how many more are there to go, right? So now we'll try to go for the test out button.
Usted es un niño.
So this is the thing where you give the test in Spanish. So here on the right top corner you can see 3 hearts that that is your life in this game. So if you lose these 3 hearts, you're out of the test, and that means technically you lose this game. So you can write this game again until you become good in Spanish. Okay, and here you have a cross button which helps you to get out of this test whenever you want it. There you go. And here, if you want to try, let's see what this labs mean. Okay, so it says this is a place where you can do some experimental projects and you can have fun. Okay, so here we have Duolingo stories, Duolingo events, and Duolingo podcast. So I don't know what that means, but let's see. So here it says Duolingo stories are used to help you with the dialogues in the Spanish. So you can improve your reading, your listening, and writing skills in Spanish. And here, let's see, events is that you learn the real life experiences, and you can connect with the people, and you can improve your communication skills in that particular language. And podcast is that it delivers a fascinating real life stories, which makes it to understand easily in Spanish. So you get to know and learn the language in the English narration. Nice. So you can just, if you want to go to try the stories, go ahead and try it out. So here in this language in this page it says practice language through mini stories that challenge your reading and listening comprehension. Okay, so here it says these are the mini stories that you want to go and do it for yourself so that you get familiar with the Spanish language, right? And you have set 2, you can see these are unlocked, and you have set 3 and set 4 and set 5 and more. So it says you have to finish the set 1 successfully to unlock the set 2. So let's see what it says in here.
Bellas artes.
Okay, so here it says a word, bellas artes. Click this blue speaker icon to replay the audio. So here it shows the hints that how you want to proceed through the application, right?
Bellas artes.
There you go. And she shows an arrow.
¿Tienes tu dibujo, Sofía?
Okay, so here this is how the mini story is going to get you to learn the language. So since you have, if you want to try this out, you can go ahead and try always. But if you want to try these stories, first of all, you're going to have to complete these basics and these all skills to try those mini stories which we saw earlier, right? On the right side, since you have done your second level for the day, it's you met your goal, right? So you have 1 day streak and 9 hours left for you, and you can see the statistics throughout the week that how you proceed through this app or application to reach your goal by learning the language. And thank you for your time taking and watching this video, and I hope you have learned something about how you use this Duolingo application for improving your language skill. And that's it for today. Thank you.